All right, y'all. So this is technically the 2022 season, technically, right? We're doing like Madden style, like you go to the year that it ends, I guess.
Yeah, probably. So how many years has it been? When did we start? I feel like we started
We started a long time ago, man.
like 2010.
We
Has it been that long?
started a real long time ago.
I remember the first draft we had. I didn't even attend, and my auto draft did it, and they drafted Tony Romo. So Tony Romo. That's how long ago it was. Tony Romo was a top 10 guy.
Hold on a second. Oop, let me pull that. Let me check my Gmail real quick. Now you got me thinking. Because I think Gmail should have the old CBS login too.
It literally was. I remember. For whatever reason I missed the draft, but I didn't set up anything, and they auto drafted Tony Romo and two tight ends on my squad. I'll never forget. But so that I'm thinking it was like 2010. But I don't know how you would even figure that out.
I mean, I'm just gonna go to my Gmail because CBS sent like 8,000 emails a day for every little thing. So I literally just gonna search CBS and I'm gonna go to my Gmail and just keep going back. CBS, welcome to 2010 CBSSports.com Sports Commissioner.
2010.
2010. So this is our 11th year.
Yeah. Good shit.
Damn. Oh, let me put this on. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Look at this. CBS 2010.
Yeah. Wow. See, I knew it was 2010. Yep.
2010, 2011. Yeah, they didn't do much for that shit. That was Rob's old email for that.
You know who I ran into? Bobby. That's how I ran into Bobby?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I was telling him we're going to do fantasy football this year, and we might be getting together. And he's like, I didn't know if you and him were still cool, because,
Yeah, he just dropped. He pulled the sales. He dropped off the face of the earth, closed down his Facebook account, and did all kinds of other shit. Like, so no, I talked to him. Shit, the last time I talked to him had to have been like 8-9 years ago. I think I ran into him by accident out in Philly, like because back then he was still sharing an apartment with John, who was working at Parks Casino.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked good. He lost a little weight. He looked good. I remember he was chasing that girl who was in and out of rehab and stuff, and he seemed like he was happy. So, I hope everything worked out with those two.
Yeah.
Get their shit back together. He's a good guy.
All right. So snake draft set up. Draft date is set for Wednesday the 8th, 9 p.m.
All right. So, what about the draft settings? Are we going to still do 90 seconds?
Yeah,
Or do we
the
wanna
90
do-
seconds was fast. We were done in an hour, like 30 minutes last week. Last 2 years.
All right.
Because I mean, the 90 seconds. I mean, that's trash talk between people, and that's it. And then the next person goes, and that's pretty much, and it goes right through and stuff.
And what other league settings you got? So,
Draft order I'm gonna put in manually as soon as we do the draft here. And we're not trading picks. Although I'm thinking about enabling that. I might throw that up for the next year.
What do you think about that? What do you think about trading?
We'd have to do. I wouldn't do it now because no one knows about it. It hasn't been talked about. But I mean, it definitely is a conversation we can do during this year, and then off season and stuff.
Well, what happens? Like, how does that work? Like, say I have pick one.
Draft pick trading allows teams to trade draft picks before the draft begins. This option is not available if your draft order is set to randomized 1 hour before draft. So that basically means, I wonder if it's like NFL. Can I trade you my round 2 and round 3 for your first round?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I think it is. That's what I think. So I'm just saying, like, then you have to evaluate what you think your pick. Like, I want your round 2 pick. I'm going to give you my 4, 5, and 6 or whatever.
Right.
But then does that mean that when it's my time to draft, you're just sitting there and
you just sit there, and then when the draft is over, you have to go. Once the draft is finalized in the system and all the players are populated into teams, then you got to go to the free agency and start snatching people because remember you'll be down those many slots.
What happens to the person? So if I give you my 4 and 5 for your 1, then when the actual draft is going on,
that person doesn't get a first round? The person just skips over them. You get that first round pick.
How does it know though? How does it know that you, like, if I've given you my 4?
Because I bet you the trading is done in the system. So it's not like a verbal trade. Like this, if this because this is in the system, it's probably like a trade proposal, like a player would be. So I can propose, yo, gee, let me get you round three. I'll give you 5 and 6 or 5 and 7. I'll give you my 5 and 7 for your three. And then you'd be like, all right, I accept. And then you hit accept. That shit, it goes through. It probably swaps the picks in the system.
What do you think about turning that on, man?
Like I said, we can't do it now, but I would do it for next season definitely
Why
if
can't you
people
do
want to
it
do it
now?
because it hasn't been discussed. I don't want to be changing rules and scoring and all that stuff without going through the actual league because it's just you and I. You got two people brand new coming into the system. You got guys that are offline right now. Matt's at work. I don't even know where like the rest of the crew is at
We
and
can
stuff. So,
definitely do it next year then.
but yeah, that's something I would definitely put on the table. And that's why I keep telling people that want to change rules. Like, I don't have a problem changing some rules and playing with scoring and stuff and increasing scoring or whatever. But I want to make sure that shit is done off season. Like, I don't want to go into that shit like 2 days before the draft. I'm like, yo, let's add 10 points per touchdown and shit. Without having like an actual league discussion over impacts and people's thoughts and voting and stuff on it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
All right, so that's saved. That's all good to go. Teams and divisions. I think they were good last year, right?
I don't know. I like mixing them up all the time.
Let me see something real quick. Um,
Oh, you did. That's what we did last time. We
that
did.
yeah, I did switch them up last year.
Yeah, the order of the draft was what your division was. It was like the first six, right? Or
No, I mean the draft is always randomized.
no, I'm saying the randomized draft, whatever number you were on the draft, ended up being your part of the division too. I didn't you do that last year?
No, last year it wasn't last year. It was two. I think 2 years ago I moved some stuff around
Oh, well, I think
based
you
on
did
standings.
you did a randomized generator for the division. I remember you did that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did randomize both. So I mean we can. I mean it looks like it was pretty damn even. Everybody's off by one game. So it looked like the West won one more game over the East because you got 7-7-6-6-5-4. Yeah. So like if
Yeah.
Antifa and Mr. Robinson switch a game that they're pretty even. That's a pretty even thing there. I mean we can randomize them again if you want to. I mean it probably doesn't hurt anybody because uh Crangus I think is that Tim's team.
Yeah.
So that would have been Tim's team. So Crangus is going to be a new coach.
Mr. Robinson, that was Sachdeep, right?
Robinson is such.
Danny O'Shea was that Matt boy.
Emil is in, right? Emil said he was in. I gotta check Facebook because I swore.
Tell him about Rod, you,
Emil
Lex.
is in. Yes. So Brian is the other one. So Brian Dean is.
Who's Antifa? I don't even remember who that was. Was that Brian?
That's John.
Is that Coach?
No, that's John Adams. John Adams from Nottingham. He was class of '95. I think he was a year older than us.
Okay, I thought that was Coach Adams. I was like,
No, I wish Coach was in. That would be. Danny O'Shea, Brian. So yeah, so one person from each. The person that came second to last in each division is being replaced.
all right, well then you might as well just keep it then.
So all right, we'll keep that way then. All right, so everybody's in. Let me just double check. That looks good.
I want to see what my fantasy team was that year.
All right. What standings and stuff?
No, the 2010. I'm gonna try to see if I can look back and see.
Oh, the CBS one. I have to see if I can.
I don't even remember what my team was last year.
Hold on one second. Payment confirmation. Oh shit, that's right. We had to pay for CBS. That's like payment confirmation. Uh, 'cause, 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 ' Did Sachdeep take like a break off? He wasn't with us every single year because he's on the 2011 draft. He had to have taken a break. This dude has not been silently chilling with us for 11 or 10, 11 years.
I remember us, obviously, Chief. Les is at probably half the time, right?
Yeah.
Matt, obviously, half the time. Jarrell was in once. Marcus was in one.
I know Holly was in for a little bit, then out, then in. I know Brandy was in most of the beginning stuff.
Randy, and what's Chris Gormer's?
Mandy was in for a while too.
Yeah. Chris Gormer owed me like $400.
I don't talk that dude. I don't even want to talk about that because all I'm gonna do is say shit about him. That's all I'm gonna do. Auto draft. I'm trying to find. How did they not give you the standings? Like that's dumb. Like they used to be able to do that at the end of the year. They should give you a summary of standings or anything. Draft kit preview. They used the draft analysis. Wasn't there a draft analysis on this one too? Payment confirmation.
I know there is one on Yahoo.
Mock draft results. Okay. Home early. That's week 4 already. No, I want to be like renew draft accepted. I can tell you we did the draft in 2013 on September 2nd, but I can't see anything else after that. I wonder if I can log in.
I legit, like, honestly don't even remember who wins, who loses every year. Like, I had to look. Like, I didn't even know who placed. And when Les was like, regular season guy, I was like, oh, I didn't place third last year? I was like,
it usually has it. It usually has something.
I'm going to bookmark this rankings crap.
CBS, like they used to do the draft analysis and all that stuff after a couple years. I know it wasn't like the first year. Week 1 projections. Nope, that's that's the actual league. Yeah, that's crazy. They don't have any of that. Sit and start. They'll give you I got an email literally every day for sit and start recommendations. Sit and start. Sit and start. Last minute. But they don't give anything. All right. So welcome back. League training camps. Yeah, there used to be a draft, like, cause remember, because we used to be able to talk trash about like the draft analysis. After a while, was like crazy.
Yeah, I always get shit on every year with the draft analysis. There's not a lot of, don't put a lot of stake into that shit.
Oh, that's so. So we started ESPN on 2015. Okay, that makes sense. Raheem Jarrell, Chris, and that's right, Chris and Mandy. Motherfucker never paid.
Oh, you did? I didn't even know.
No, of course not. Casey. That's the first year Matt joined up. 7 and 16. Damn. That's right. Kelly used to play with us. Kelly and Rod were in for a long time.
Yeah, that's right. Amari Pooper.
Oh yeah, your brother was in it. Then he drafted like 3 tight ends or some stupid shit, like manually drafted 3 tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this randomizer. Then I'll go back and look at the because I know that shit's gotta be pretty funny. All right, give me the. All right, so let's roll this list up. So G, me, Rod, Matt, Sach, Whiny Les, Hunter, Dan. Now I'm a blank. Holly. Oop, I don't need a comma after her. Holly.
In there. Nicholson's in there.
Yep, Matt's in there. Les.
Sach.
Emil and Sach. Yep. Shit. All right. Well, let me scroll back through. Matt, Dan, me, Rod, G, John. Sorry, John Adams. Emil Sach. Brian is the new guy, so I'm gonna put Brian slash Coach. I'm gonna just call him Coach A.
Yeah.
Holly and Tim, right? So Brian slash Coach A. Right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right?
All right.
Alright. I'm gonna hit this damn button and it's gonna do it. Oh! Ow! That's horrible.
Well, just where I want to be.
That's horrible.
Just where I want to be.
Come on, man.
Love that snake.
That's bullshit.
Oh.
Ugh, this spot right here.
Well, yeah.
9. 9's not horrible, but
No, the worst is 6 and 7.
6, 7, 8 are horrible.
Yeah, those are bad.
Dan, John, and Hunter. Dan, you bum. He's gonna see this like, fuck you, game. Lucky I'm on the West Coast.
How didn't Holly get the first pick? Or no, she got the last pick. I forget. I feel like she had the first pick before too.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey man, I'm 11. That's exactly where I want to be.
All right, let me take a screenshot of this shit. With the timestamp. Save it and put this in my. Where my pictures at? Nope. All right, it's good.
Wait a minute, what was that? Go back there.
I got all kinds of shit here. Yo.
You better watch yourself, boy.
That's when I put you on the wall with the crimson chin.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's it. Let me put this to this. Let me see. Let me put this over here. It should be able to edit it now, actually. Do you want to keep the standings the same? The divisions?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you said it, they're both swapping out with the last bottom of the team. It's the same shit.
Yeah, so one on each side.
Like the fantasy football god that Matt invited. They're like,
right.
It's even.
Yeah, so one replaces Cranges, one replaces Danny O'Shea. Oh, that's cool. That's good because Dumpster Fire is Dan.
They're literally both 5 places, the 5th place. So
yeah,
15 swapped out. So
yep, and so that means now each division now has 4 West Coasties. 2 on each side. So we got 2 on each side. Yeah, I'll keep that.
All right.
All right, that looks like the list.
Good. I'm sure Les was bitching last year. I think when he got the bottom.
Yeah.
I probably got the first pick before. Was it last year? I don't know. Nah.
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm allowed to look at. Let's see here.
No, it's all good. That's some crazy. I feel like she did because she took Christian McCaffrey, right? And he got hurt. I'm pretty sure she had the first pick last year.
Oh, that would have been.
Or the year
2018, 2019, maybe.
No, McCaffrey was hurt last year. Remember, because Mike Davis came in for him. He was hurt last year.
I don't think McCaffrey even played that much last year. I would have had to been.
No, he got hurt like the first game of the season. But I'm saying that I'm pretty sure Holly got number 1 and picked him, and then he got hurt. So she would have the first pick 2 years in a row. That would be like kind of crazy.
Let's see who she had: Fournette, Scott, Blake, Marquez. I mean, he's not on here. Cook.
Where?
I'm looking. This is her 2019 team.
I think it was last year, man.
Let's see where to go back.
I remember we were playing under the COVID rules. Motherfuckers was just like out for protocol. So a totally healthy guy gets wrapped out of your alignment. Like that was some tough shit.
That's what it had to be, man. Let me see. Player news, projections. That's not it. Transaction counter. Let me look at the transaction counter from last year. Trades, acquisitions. Look at this. Look at this dude, man. Nobody.
I know. He talked all that shit.
Nobody.
And he had 100. What do I got?
But look, he has 84 acquisitions and drops. Double any single person in the thing except for me. Except for me acquisition wise. He almost does not double me. But it's still
He would pick up a motherfucker and then drop him the same day,
same day.
and then pick him up the next day.
But look at this. This is how you act. He activated 107 people. That means he put him on the bench, put him on the starter, put him on the bench. Nah, let me put this guy in the flex. Nah, let me put this guy in the starter. Let me bench these two guys. This guy.
Yeah, I got a lot of those too, but it wasn't because I was picking up randoms.
107 though. He's over 30. He's got 30 more activations than anybody else.
Yeah,
Elite
I
draft
wanted to pick
recap.
11 and I
Yep.
got it, man. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah,
That's
you were
right.
right, Z. Look, September 7th, 2020.
Yeah, yep.
Christian McCaffrey, pick one.
So she got the first pick 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
Oh, last year I was picked 12.
yeah,
So I was at the bottom last year too. That's kind of crazy. It's
yep.
like the same shit.
Where the hell was I at? How did I get 9 2 years in a row? Wait a minute.
See, that's crazy, man. That is
Damn.
crazy.
Okay. Dan. Matt had 5 last year. He's got 12 now.
Everything.
Rod had 4. He's got 5. Dan had 3. Dan's at 6 now. Sach had 2. Such is at 4. Emma had 10. And he's at 2 now. Shit.
I gotta look at the rankings, man, because I don't.
Yeah, that's crazy. Last year to this year's. Hey, man, it works, I guess.
Huh. I'm looking at the first. Yeah, it looks like everything's business as usual
For what?
for the first 10 picks. I never agreed with Kelsey being, and even Kittle like being so high.
No, you can't put a tight end. You cannot put a tight end in the top 3. It's just not happening, man.
No, I mean like the top 10. There's no for
I'm talking
me.
about top 3
How do
rounds.
you have Travis Kelsey as in the top 10, but then you have like Hopkins and Ridley and Metcalf? Metcalf was a beast.
Exactly.
Like why would Metcalf be up there? I don't know.
Exactly.
All right, man.
All right. That's the
Looks
list.
like you're gonna get Ezekiel Elliott.
We'll see. I doubt it. You never know what these guys are going to do.
Yes, remember that one year Brian Dean took Aaron Rodgers one or some shit. It was like some nonsense. He picked Rodgers.
Oh, we can find out. I got the recaps all right here. Let's see.
He picked Aaron Rodgers pick 1 or 2. It was one of them.
All right. Here's all the ones. Gurley.
Where's Brian Dean?
He would be. Was he all Barkley, all bite back then? No, that was
I think that was Matt.
that was Matt.
Danny O'Shea.
O'Shea, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it was a year before.
So there's no quarterbacks in the second round. All right, let's see. Look at all this bullshit people had. Damn, they damn running backs. He took Gronk. He took Gronk second round.
Somebody took Aaron Rodgers. It was maybe go back one more year. I know it's just weird because I guess people now like kind of know what's going on.
Your brother took Brady.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
I know that probably threw a whole bunch of shit around. Like, oh shit, he took Brady with the 5th pick. The 5th pick.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
Tom
then Devontae
Brady.
had like a crazy season. Odell was okay. Jordy was solid.
Yeah,
Melvin
Jordy's
Gordon, I
always
think, was solid. Julio
Melvin
was
Gordon
up and
was-
down. Julio's always up and down. He drives me nuts. I picked him in like couple other leagues, no money leagues and stuff, man.
Odell.
No, Julio Jones, who had like 2 killer games, like monstrous 35-point games, and then he'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna get like 8 this week."
How are you on this thing? How do you get to the draft recap?
It might be a what you call it. It might be a admin commission thing. But it's in league. So next to my team is league, and then there's draft recap listed.
No, I don't have that.
Your brother took Derek Carr the first pick the year before that.
What did I take? Todd Gurley, and that's a good pick. And then
I had Zeke. That's when he was
and Tom McCoy, yeah.
monstrous. After that, Gronk.
Lamar Miller. Yeah, you had Zeke. You had Zeke one year.
I had Zeke a year, yeah. And then the first year we went to ESPN. Damn, remember Eddie Lacy? Oh shit.
Yeah, he was a beast, but I don't know what happened. He's just fat, bro. He wouldn't work out. And he was just like,
Oh, Forte. Oh my God, I
yeah,
remember Forte was
Forte was a monster. He was a PPR monster. Aaron Jones, there it is.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, I mean, yeah.
Who's fantasy genius back then?
Was that less?
That's not less.
No, there's two fantasy geniuses.
Yes,
Look,
that's the problem though. There's the actual one. There's fantasy genius.
yeah, I knew somebody drafted Aaron
There's
Rodgers.
another fantasy
That is, that
genius.
is that is Brian Dean. That when I said Brian Dean
Let me
drafted Aaron
see.
Rodgers one.
I click
100%.
him. Brian Dean. He went
Yeah,
85.
I told you. I told
But
you.
he took Aaron Rodgers, so Aaron Rodgers ended up down here.
Yeah, I told you. He
I mean, for
drafted
the
Aaron Rodgers.
season. I mean, for the season, he
Bro,
did.
bro, motherfuckers is out here draft like experienced fantasy players. Like they're not touching Patrick Mahomes the first round, second round. If you're on the third round and you're like at the beginning, maybe.
Oh wait, who took Andrew Luck? Who's Makai? Is that Jarrell?
That's Jarrell.
So
Tell
Jarrell
me,
took Andrew
man.
Luck at 5, and somehow Brian panicked and took Aaron Rodgers at 10.
So yeah, so that means that there are two slots. So who didn't get picked up? So that means that's how I got.
That would have been Gronk and Jeremy Hill, technically.
It will probably be Odell because Odell was a monster.
Yeah.
So Odell and Julio are supposed to be first top 12. Wow, two quarterbacks had won at the first round.
Yeah.
Like Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, Forte, they're all Le'Veon Bell, Jamal Charles,
Yep.
Brian,
And then
Dennis Bryant.
Brian went at the. Tom Brady went at the end of the second round, so that's in the first 2 rounds. That's 3 QBs that probably should never have gone.
That's not supposed to happen.
Gronk, I could see because back in
Go down one more. I want to see 3 and 4. See, I'm looking at my old team. Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
That's
Russell Payton, Jimmy Graham.
No, Jimmy. That's a horrible pick by me because if he's on Seattle.
Oh, no, that might. Well, remember this is 2015, so that might have been his last year with the Saints, which would have been a good a good year.
No, it's in Seattle.
Oh,
That's a bad pick.
no, because I don't think I would have taken Matt Forte with the Jets.
Oh, you know what? Maybe these are the teams that they're currently on.
Yeah, this might be a couple years back.
Okay, so
And it's not fully updated because
yeah, because look, they have Golden Tate on Detroit on the Brown 4. We definitely know he wasn't on Detroit then.
Exactly.
Keenan Allen, he had a good year that year too. Gurley.
Yep.
Chris Ivory.
Ben Roethlisberger, Devontae.
For me, quarterbacks, unless it's Patrick Mahomes, maybe Josh Allen. Both of those guys maybe round 3, but maybe 4. But like Ben Roethlisberger 4th round, that's trash.
I mean, considering everybody was already in receiver mode at that point, maybe.
Look, you picked Ben Roethlisberger. Someone picked Ben Roethlisberger and picked Devontae Adams after him.
Yeah, and Hopkins, and Miller, Gordon.
Insane. That's insane. Like
Tate. Even I took Keenan Allen. I was like, I don't need a quarterback yet.
That's insane. Like, there's no way. Devontae Adams has been like a star since he got rolled. There's no way. Go back to last year. Let me see last year real quick. All right. I took Kenyon Drake. That was so disappointing. That was such a bad pick.
Man, Josh Jacobs was my monster. Devontae Adams, monster.
Yeah, I got shit on like that. Kenyon Drake was supposed to be. He picked up at the end. He was supposed to be the man.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones was a beast. If I had picked up, because I remember last year Austin Eckler had a good year. That would have been the difference for me. If I picked up Eckler and then Aaron Jones, I would have been set.
Yep.
Let me see round 3. What did I get? James Conner is another bad pick because he shit the bed.
I picked up David Johnson, who was good till I think he got dinged up. He was good for a while, got dinged up, and then Waller was monstrous for me.
Waller was Waller. I would take Waller round 3. Like I would take Waller over Kelsey.
Yeah, with the Raiders, absolutely.
100%.
they scheme for him. Like there's not a lot of teams out there that scheme for their tight ends. Like the Saints used to. Obviously, the Patriots when Brady and Gronk were there, they schemed for the tight end. San Fran for Kittle.
Yeah, well, 'cause the Chiefs have too many. They got too many guys. You got to
Yes,
get Edwards Helaire the ball. You got to get Tyreek Hill the ball. You got to get what's a Damian Williams? Is it Damian Williams? I don't know who the other two. McCole Hartman. There's all those guys. That
too
can
many.
ball. Like Raiders. Who the Raiders got? They got Cooper. That's it, really. And Jacobs out the backfield. Let me see round 5. I'm just curious. That gets round 5. DJ Chark, another bad pick. Wow. See, this is why I call L. James Conner was supposed to ball, didn't. Chark was supposed to ball, didn't. And then Kyler Murray was a beast. That was a good pick. He was a beast last year. Who'd you get? Kareem Hunt. Yeah, he had a good season.
And I got Metcalf, who was pretty solid. He showed up to all his games, I think, for the most part.
Jarvis Landry, less. Yeah.
Jarvis was decent, but knowing less, he probably benched him and then dropped him and then picked him up and then traded him and then dropped him and then.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. I'm looking at. There's nobody. Antonio Gibson was good. That was a good pick for Holly on the 5th round. He's projected to be top 10 this year.
Yeah. Oh, look at this! I didn't even see this. Wait, round 6. Sash Deep took a defensive.
See, all right, you know what? If these motherfuckers want to keep playing around, then I'm already going in the lab, man. I'm already going to the draft simulator.
Oh.
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
Wait. I'm pretty sure he was on auto draft last year. Hold on, let me see.
No, there's no way.
Robinson, because he got Tyler
No,
Lockett.
that's not an auto draft, bro. The computer would never pick up a defensive player round 6. There's absolutely no way.
See, hold on, we gotta give him a benefit. Then he got Kenyon Johnson. Maybe. Then he got Darius Leonard. Yeah, he's on auto draft, yo. There's no reason he's not.
Kerryon Johnson was supposed to be a good guy. He's supposed to be a top 15 player.
Nah, this is auto draft. You're not picking up a DE in round 6 and then a linebacker in line 8, and then another DE.
Shit, I don't know, man.
Yo, this motherfucker's fan number 1 for the defensive player position. Such he'll never back down. He's like, yo, I got 3 defensive guys. Oh my gosh, who'd he get before that? Yeah, see, look at this. Wait, he got a linebacker in 9. Yo, he's got 4 defensive people.
How did that happen?
Because they go by points, I guess. They have to. He's got got Darrell Henderson. He picked up Robbie Anderson. Then he got Daniel Jones at the end. He got Chargers defense. And then he picked up a kicker. Yeah, that's all. He got auto drafted hard.
I've never in the history of fantasy football heard of someone drafting 4 defensive players. Never. Never. This never happened. That's unprecedented. That was like I would be mad. Like, even on my auto draft that one year where they drafted Tony Romo and they drafted Jason Witten on me, I was mad. I was like, yo.
There he is. All right, well. All right, let me post this shit up on on YouTube or some shit.
Oh, I can't. I'm trying to log into my shit and see my password. Holly, 2 years in a row with the number 1 pick, man. That's sick.
That is pretty crazy.
I don't even know what the odds are of that.
Really low. Like, that's really, really low to get that shit off. All right. I can work with 9. It's not horrible.
What I wanted to be, bro.
I can get what I want. I'm surrounded by both new guys. Then you, then Matt, and then it just wraps back around. Yeah, I can do with that. Get some solid stuff.
So we have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, right?
Yeah, so let me see here. That's last year's team.
No, you can use that, right?
Yeah. Yep. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, a flex, defensive player, a team defense, and a kicker.
And how many bench guys? 5?
5 bench.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, David Johnson must have got hurt because I know he was doing work for a little bit, and to end at 153 versus the 190 level, he's still averaging 12 points. I can't be mad at that. All right, man.
Yeah,
Posted.
ready to go.
Oh shit, San Fran and Raiders are on right now. Shit, I'm gonna watch them real quick. All right, let me stop that shit. Stop recording, and then I'll post
All
it.
right, throw it in the chat so we can start trash talking.